So I get three questions a lot. One is, why did I decide to do this? Some people say, why in the heck did you decide to do this? Most people say, why are you doing this? Then people want to know, what does a county auditor do? Which is a great question, because most people really don't know. And then the other question is, how are you going to beat a guy that's been there for 28 years and has his name on every gas pump in Hamilton County? Which is a very good question. So, first of all, why am I doing this? Well, need a little water. I really have a passion for public service, and really where I helped in the past was I really helped everyone else. I helped Rob for a long time, helped Wayne. I've helped a number of other people, and that was perfectly wonderful. I so enjoyed every minute of that. Never really thought of myself as a candidate until I ran for school board. And that was one of those things that I always said that I would never do. And I told my friends that if I ever talked about running for school board, they were supposed to tie me down and pull my fingernails out one at a time until I came to my senses. Well, I ran for school board, and clearly I have no friends because I have all my fingernails and I'm on school board. Actually, I have really enjoyed it. And I feel like I've really made a difference there. Just, day by day, helping with the leadership there, getting a strategic plan in place, helping to move some employees around the district so that they're better suited for their jobs and have a better impact on the community, getting much better transparency for the district. I've really enjoyed that. So when my friends from She Leads, who are in the back, Marianne is also an elected official, she's back there, State Central Committee. And then Diane Reddy is our honorary chair of the Hamilton County GOP, correct? But anyway, they started with me and Kay Hall an organization called She Leads. And it's a group that's really trying to get more women, particularly Republicans, involved in politics and getting us elected, and then helping us feel supported once we're elected so that we actually stay in office and we do a good job. Well, their mission, I think, is working really well, and they've very much supported me in this. And Nan's been walking by my side for years as well. So I started to give it some serious thought. We went and talked to Alex Trantafilu, and over time, he kind of actively started to recruit me for this position. And the first time that he suggested to me that I might consider the auditor position, don't tell anyone, but I think I literally went, ew. But I got over that. I went and did my homework, and I did a lot of reading on a 44-page booklet on what exactly the Hamilton County, or any auditor, a county auditor does, what their responsibilities are. And I realized in reading the responsibilities that I'm really well suited for this position. He basically is the CFSG, is basically the CFO for the county, the Chief Fiscal Officer, Chief Appraiser for the county, Chief Payroll Executive. But more importantly, should be, and I think this is really missing, should be a very engaged part of our county government. The person should be really monitoring our budgets of all the commissions and all the boards. Well, you might realize, you probably heard recently that we have about a $26 million deficit. And the only answer about that from the county auditor's office was, we're monitoring the situation. Well, my question is, why weren't you monitoring it before we had a $26 million deficit? So I don't believe that the current auditor is actively engaged in our government. The other thing that I'm really passionate about, I'm on the Hamilton County Commission on Women and Girls. So I've gotten to know some people in county government. I feel like I have actually a lot of friends in county government that I've known for years. Rob Gearing, Nick Nadel is there, Lakshmi Samarco. I know Denise Driehaus pretty well. So I already have the relationships in the county government that can pay off in collaborating with everyone there. Chris Monzel has been a huge supporter of my campaign, great guy. So I feel like I have those relationships already. But we have some problems in our county that really need to be addressed, and really need to be addressed by collaboration among all of the county government, public and private sector, working better with city council, which I have a great relationship with Amy, and thank God for Amy Murray. I don't know what we do without her. She's special place in heaven for you, sister. She is the voice of reason down there. So, the one thing that I really am passionate about with working on this Hamilton County Commission on Women and Girls, we have an absolutely shameful level of childhood poverty in our county. 83% of our children in Hamilton County live under the poverty line. There's no excuse for that. And it hasn't gotten any better, and I think it's getting worse. So I'm really passionate about getting involved in county government and seeing about ways to fix those kind of situations. But the thing is, we can't just keep throwing money at it. We can't just keep raising taxes and throwing money into a black hole. We can't keep extending this, 0.5% sales tax that we all voted on for the museum center, because we were told that we were paying for the museum center and then it would end. And now with the deficit, the only answer I'm hearing out there is that they want to extend that sales tax. There may be other solutions, but I haven't heard them yet. So we can't just keep throwing tax dollars at these problems. We need to have collaborative efforts with our public and private sector in order to start really tackling these problems. So that's where I feel like I can really make a difference. And then, how do you beat somebody that's been there 28 years? He's been in politics for 50. His name is on every gas pump, every cash register, and he has a radio show, and he has kind of a catchy name. So it'll take a lot of people, and what I love about this room is that so many of you are not typically engaged in politics, so this is a whole new group of people to energize. We'll need people, there's papers on your table if you could sign up. We'll need yard signs, we'll need people, I need people to walk in parades with me. My kids aren't here, I don't want to walk by myself. My dogs, I guess. Maybe our little dance team. We're working on a dance team to be in parades with us, and we were going to call them the Dust Busters. So why not? So it'll take a lot of time, it'll take a lot of people, it'll take a lot of money. So I can't tell you how much I appreciate your financial resources that you've invested in my campaign already. If you could spread the word, I would really, really love it if all of you would connect on Facebook and share with all of your friends. And it's Nancy Aichholz for Hamilton County Auditor. And also on Twitter and any other social media you want to be on, just talk about us all you want in a good way. And so those are the ways that all of you can help support this campaign, and we can win. My opponent will be 79 years old when the time comes for the election. Not that I think anybody should be put out to pasture at any age, but just for reference, a judge has to retire at the age of 70. So after a certain amount of time, there's just not a whole lot of motivation to do new things. The website is still pretty much the one that was there in 1990. I think he built one in 1990 when he came in, and it still looks like it. There's a lot of functionality that just isn't right. There's innovation that could be being used to save taxpayer dollars. Paper checks still go in the mail and sit in a lockbox for up to 8 weeks before they're processed, which is crazy when there's simple, easy bank software to take care of that. If you are a county government employee and you get reimbursement for your mileage, it can take up to 6 to 8 weeks to be reimbursed. I guess he's never heard of Venmo. It's, those kind of things. There's such simple solutions to those problems that don't cost a whole lot of money. And we live in a community that is known for technological innovation. Everything that Centrifuge has done in our community, we have tech experts in our backyard that are dying to develop these kind of software platforms to help us. And who knows, maybe we could build something, patent it, and then sell it to other counties. Who knows? I think there's just a lot of innovation that we haven't even scratched the surface. And I think we just need new energy, new face, and somebody that can collaborate with everybody that's down there in the county and also in the city. So that's my intention, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate all of your support while I do this. So now for what you're really here for.